Good. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yes.
All right. So full disclosure, you guys were up 5k gold. I needed to go grab food for dinner because you guys winning likely meant that we'd have 5 additional games after everything was wrapped up today.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
so I left,
Yeah.
got food, pulled it up on my phone. All of a sudden, EG's back in the game. So I grabbed my food, sprint home, and you guys still pulled off the win, thankfully. But it's like, walk me through what happened that game.
Um. Yeah. So basically, it was a crazy game, and we wanted to end the split with a crazy game, and we couldn't make playoffs, so we just wanted to have fun, and we picked champions that I think Summit really wanted to play Fiora, and so I picked Rise, and we went for like the 1-3-1 team comp, and uh, um, yeah, I think we were super ahead early, but we did get picked up a lot, like in the mid game. We were dying like on the side lanes or like the mid wave, and in 1-3-1 comps, you always have to be careful, getting picked off, and we weren't really careful, and it was a crazy game, and we were, going where like they're not going, and we're just trying to push towers, and trying to be creative with our side push, and yeah, it was a wild game.
How much did you get to practice 1-3-1 comps during the course of scrims this year? Is that still something that you guys get experience with regularly, or is that truly just a thing of like 2018 in the past?
So I think the current meta, it's a lot more for like 1-4 instead of like the 1-3-1. But I think beginning of the split in scrims, like our win rate on champs like Rise and Fiora were super high, and we didn't really play that on stage, and we weren't really sure why, and we decided that yesterday, we didn't make playoffs, and we should just bring champions back that we really had good win rate, but we didn't even get to show on stage. And I think that's kind of why we decided to go for this comp. And also, Summit was on tank duty a lot, but he's not really known for playing tanks, and we thought that he should play a carry top lane. So yeah.
That's interesting. So you guys were, I mean, the reports early on, like going back to the preseason, were that you guys were smashing scrims, and you're saying that you guys were playing 1-3-1. But you guys, to my knowledge, is this the first time that you guys officially played like a 1-3-1 comp this split?
So I do know that this is my second Rise game, and I don't know what Summit was playing when I played the first Rise game, but I think it's like our first or second 1-3-1 game. Yeah.
Is that now? There's a lot of discussion on whether like coaches draft, players have input in draft. Was that a decision from your guys' part, or was that more coaching staff that's like, okay, when we get on stage, we want to play this way versus this?
So usually for draft meetings, it's a team effort, and everyone will contribute like what the team should play, and I think both coaches and players have a lot of input, and I think yesterday when we had our meeting, I think it was more like the players wanted to, play these champions, and also the coaches wanted us to play these champions as well, because we were doing so well with it, like in scrims, and we just, stopped playing it. So I think everyone kind of wanted to go this direction.
Interesting. So the last time I talked to you was, I think, like week 2.
Yeah.
We talked about your goals as an individual for the split, your first time playing fully in the LCS. We're now, unfortunately, at the end of that split. How would you reflect upon your individual performance throughout all 8 weeks of the season and your takeaways from your first full split?
So I think the first few weeks I was struggling a lot, and a lot of my weaknesses kind of showed on stage, and we didn't really have a good record going from start to finish. But I think me as a player, like progressively, I feel like I've gotten better like each week, and I've learned a lot also like the split. And even though we didn't make playoffs, I know that if we go into summer, we'll be a lot better. And I think there were a lot of games that we should have won, but we didn't end up winning, and I think those were like the really unfortunate losses. And I think for me, especially yesterday's match, I had a very poor early game, and I think After yesterday's loss, I felt very disappointed in myself. But all in all, I think I did improve a lot, so I'm pretty happy.
Nice. Looking to the playoffs now, is there any team that you're secretly pulling for it? Like, are you going for Cloud9 in the favorites? Are you going with your rookie class with like Tenacity Bucio? Where's your heart lying versus where you actually think it might go?
I think everyone's first pick is C9, and I do think C9 is the strongest in terms of scrims and their record right now. And then I would have AG second, but I feel like with the recent COVID situation and they have to play at home and stuff like that, I don't think they're playing at which they were playing before. And I think it's C9 and then probably like AG and 100 like tied. I think 100 has been playing a lot better recently as well. I feel like they're coming in very strong for the playoffs. And right below them, I would probably put CLG because I think this week they went 3-0 and they looked very strong in the first game versus C9 today. So yeah.
FlyQuest nowhere on that list. Interesting.
Oh, actually, I kind of forgot about Fly. Okay, I would put Fly with EG, Fly, and 100 probably.
Okay.
Yeah, they're probably like similar.
Do you think they actually stand a legitimate chance at winning it, or is it just like, courtesy put them up there, but C9's realistically gonna win it?
I think Fly has been looking a lot shaky, and I feel like if this team doesn't have Prince, carrying, they do look a lot weaker than C9. But I think, they do have a very strong roster, and they have good carries. So I feel like if one of them isn't like running it down and they're just having a solid game, I think I can see them beating C9 and potentially being the LCS champions.
Final question I got for you.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite memory from the split that has absolutely nothing to do with League of Legends?
Oh, not to do with League. Actually, we had one night. I don't know if it was the same night that we lost, but I think it was after our last match of the LCS week, and then we have a day off the next day, and then I think before the day off we all went out, and then we went to drink together, and then I think it was after 0-3 week, or it was like a 0-2 week. It was a bad week, and then we just went out and we drank until like 5-6 a.m. and we were just like talking, and then I think I didn't really do that with any team before, and I thought it was very fun, and we kind of just talked about like things that we normally wouldn't talk about because we're a bit drunk, and when you're drunk you can talk about anything really. So yeah, I think that was one of my good memories to split.
Damn. Well, hopefully you find something fun to do over the next few weeks and months. To take some time to yourself, enjoy it. Hopefully you come back even stronger in summer, and look forward to seeing you guys on the Rift again. Thank you so much for interviewing multiple times with me this split. I truly do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good one, man.
You too.